Hi there, welcome to Life in Motion Gym. I'm Jackie, and today we're going to do a treadmill walk. So it'll be about 25 minutes of walking on the treadmill. We'll use a little bit of incline, work on some speed, and work on getting that intensity up. There's been a lot of research lately showing that walking intensity is really beneficial in making gains with not only your cardiovascular improvement, but even like balance, strength, and mobility. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So make sure you have your treadmill set up. You've got your safety clip if you need it. Your tennis shoes are on and tied. You're in something comfy. And we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple of stretches. Feel free to put on any music if you want. I'm going to hold off on the music so you guys can hear me, but go ahead and have your feet apart, soft bend in the knees. I like to take a little step away from the front so I have room to fold forward. So we're going to inhale, arms up, big reach, and fold forward. I grab a hold of the front of the treadmill and fold forward, starting to stretch open the back of the legs before we get walking. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. One more. And then slowly roll it up. Big inhale all the way up. Reach, grab opposite wrist to hand and side stretch. Inhale middle, switch your grip, and side stretch to the other way. Good. Inhale, arms down. You can hold to the side of the treadmill or to the front. Step left foot forward, right foot back into that runner's lunge. And let that left knee bend forward. Start to feel the stretch through the hip flexor and then the calf in the back. Try not to let the heel lift up in the back if you can help it. Again, posture, heart's lifted. Inhale and exhale. One more in and out. And we're going to switch legs. So left foot comes back, right foot forward. Let that right knee start to bend. This is where you can control how far you come into it. Again, you want to feel some discomfort when you're stretching, but no pain, okay? So just watch how far you go because we're still warming up. All right, feet back together. Here, I want you to do the best you can, holding on. Try to bring the knee to the butt. Ready? Up, up. Here's 3, 4. So now we're kind of dynamically warming up the best that we can, getting the hamstrings firing, warming up. Couple more. And one more. And now we're going to go opposite, big marches. So really start to lift those legs. 2. And then we'll get started on the treadmill. So hopefully you've been on a treadmill a time or two before you're joining me on this video. But if not, we're going to take it easy at first, but then we're going to ramp it up. Let's do a couple more. And that's why I recommend if you need to have your safety clip on, I would have it on. All right, so feet apart, and I want you to go off of a scale of 0 to 10. So what my 3 out of 10 looks like may be different speed-wise than what your 3 out of 10 may look like speed-wise. So I'm not really going to shout out speeds because I want you to more or less have to feel from your perceived exertion. So 1 being hardly anything, 10 being way too much, and we shouldn't be getting up to that 10 level today. So we'll, in the warm-up, we'll want maybe around a 3, 4. Some parts we might want a 5, 6. Some parts we might want a 7, 8. So that's where I'll kind of guide you. So I'm going to let you kind of control the speed on your end. So we're going to come into a easy walk because you're more familiar with your body than I am, right? You can be holding on to the sides, holding on to the front, or you don't have to be holding on. So we're going to warm up for just a couple of minutes. And by all means, you can do just, if you're still working on your endurance, you can do this video for the first 5 minutes and then stop. If it becomes too much, take a break and then join us. Or just stop altogether, and then each week you try to add a couple minutes. So don't feel like you have to do the whole video, and if you can't do the whole video, just forget about it. It'll be a nice goal to work towards, right? So it could be over a month you're trying to get to this whole length of the video. And if you can do the video already, then you just keep repeating it, but work on the speed and the quality of walking, right? And speaking of quality of walking, our shoulders are relaxed, our posture, we're trying to look straight ahead. Again, if we have to hold on so we can do that, we're doing that. And then we're trying to land on the heel first. I'm sure you might have heard heel strike. So heel strike and then roll onto the ball of the foot. And we're trying to have a nice even step. So nice long step length. If you notice you're like crowding the front, your speed might be a little too slow, but if you're way back here, then your speed might be too fast if you can't catch up. So got to find somewhere in the middle where you can shift your weight, nice, comfortable, easy pace, and where you can keep that step length nice. Okay, so after all that, only a couple things to think about. We're going to go one more minute, about 45 seconds. And then we're going to start to work on an incline here. Okay. So we're going to break things down, either a couple, like 2 to 5 minute increments. And we're going to focus on something for each of those intervals. Okay. So we're going to do a 5-minute little incline and then decline. So our incline, it might be on your left or right, depending on your treadmill. If you don't have it, don't worry. Just pick up your speed a little bit for this incline, okay? For while we do the incline. Okay, so 5 seconds. We're going up to 1% incline. 3, 2, and 1. Take it up. And also, if you need more of a challenge, double what we're doing. So you can go, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. You can go 2, 4, 6 with your incline. Okay. And again, if you're just working on walking and endurance, just take out the incline. Just work on the speed, working on the endurance. There's always ways to modify to your level. I'm just kind of giving you guidance within that. We're doing 1 minute at each percent. See how did you hear me, Scuff? That's your cue. If you're doing that at home, you need to pick your foot up more, okay? And we're still just at an easy, comfortable pace. If you feel like you can go up to 2%, here's 3, 2, and 1. 2% incline. And I'm actually going to bump my speed up a little bit as well. Again, you can do that or stay where you are. I like you to start to build. If we're at like a 1 or 2 right now out of 10, start to build that heat up to maybe a 3 or 4 by the time we get through these inclines. So, I mean, you might be breathing a little bit. You can always do the talk test. See if you can talk while you walk. Okay. You might notice me, sometimes I shake out my hands, shake out my shoulders, so I make sure I'm staying relaxed. 10 seconds, and we got one more incline. 3, 2, and 1. 3%. If you're sticking with me, you can, again, always stay at the level you feel more comfortable at. If you don't feel like you can get to 3 today, that's just a progression you can work towards. Or on the flip side, you can take it up to 6 on this one. So there's always a way to adjust the incline or the speed to make it where you need it to be. So I can start to feel my breath picking up a little bit, the heat picking up, working a little bit harder. We got 15 seconds, then we're gonna go back down, okay? And when we head back down, I want you to maybe bump the speed up a little bit. Here's 3, 2, 1. We're at 2%, and maybe go up by 0.2 on the speed. So as we go down on the incline, we're gonna go up on the speed because our next interval is a sustained fast walk. I should say like medium, like a tempo walk, medium walk, because we're gonna do fast walk intervals at the end. 30 seconds. I didn't mention, but hopefully you have your water nearby. And I'm always just kind of re-checking in with my body. How's my breathing? Are you able to take a full breath into the belly, opening up the lungs? Or is it pretty short and choppy? Are we tensed up in the shoulders? Here's 3, 2, 1. We're back to 1%, but I'm bumping up by 0.2 on the speed. Holding on if I need to as I go quicker. I'm lifting my toes. And we got 30 seconds. And I'll invite you, if you're feeling pretty good, you can stay at this 1% for the rest of class. That's kind of like a normal road variability incline. You don't always walk perfectly flat, right? I'm going to take it down to 0 to be with you guys, but just so you know, you can leave it at 1% if you want. Here's 3, 2, and 1. 0 incline. Now I'm going to go up a little bit on my speed. We've got 3 minutes here at a brisk pace. So brisk, not speed walking, I would say, at a fast pace, but I'm breathing heavy. I'm working a little bit hard. I'm around that 5 or 6, okay? Now, there are specific ways that you can monitor your heart rate throughout this if you have the capability, like your watch or a heart rate monitor of sorts. Sometimes the treadmill has them as well, but sometimes they don't always work. But it would be taking, I should have told you this at the beginning, but you can know for next time, but it's taking 220 minus your age, and whatever that equals, that's your max heart rate. And you want to try to shoot, when we're working at these faster paces and intervals, probably at least 70 to 80% of your max heart rate. Now, it depends on your health condition. If you have any heart conditions or if you're on any medications that can affect your heart rate. Some people will have to be lower in the 60%. Some people can tolerate 85%, but you don't really want to go much more than that intensity-wise. And it's always good to get cleared by your doctor, too, to work on those higher intensity levels. We're going to go just a little over a minute. You can always adjust your speed as you need to. And we'll get a little recovery after this for a minute. You guys are doing great. 30 seconds. You're more than halfway there. We're going to shoot for 20 minutes. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bump down the speed. Let that heart rate calm down for a minute. If I can walk straight on the treadmill, that'd be good. All right, so we got 2 minutes, nice and easy. So now we're kind of coming back down to maybe that 3 out of 10 level. And then we're going to work on a handful of rounds of fast walk for 30 seconds, recovery for a minute. 30 seconds on, 60 seconds off, okay? Again, just trying to get that heart rate up, that fluctuation up and down, working on that intensity. 1 more minute. It's a good time to check in, see how you're feeling. If you need to pause here, pause, grab some water, catch your breath. You can always pop back in if you feel like you can continue. We're engaging that core too. So we're trying to scoop that pelvis underneath us a little bit. So I know when I walk, I tend to overarch my low back, so I always have to think about pulling it in, engaging the glutes. 30 seconds. We're going to go quick, your quickest pace you feel comfortable going, the safest pace as well, okay? So this isn't the time to go crazy, but I want you to challenge yourself. Hold on if you need to, okay? You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It might take a couple rounds to find that pace. You got 30 seconds. Doing great. 10 more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. 1 minute. How'd that feel? Do you need to make any adjustments? Slow down, speed up. See how comfortable that felt for you and where you might need to make those tweaks, okay? 30 more seconds. We're at 4 more. We're doing 5 total. And then we'll have a cool down for a couple minutes, okay? There's 10 seconds left. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. So when you're at this pace, it should be fairly challenging, maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10. When you take it back down, I don't want it to be at like a 2. Maybe it's more like a 4-ish, 3, 4 for your recovery. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Because we're going to save that really easy pace for the last couple minutes, okay? A lot of this is trial and error, trying a couple different times, working at different paces. The more you use the treadmill, the more you'll get more familiar with it and more comfortable and confident. The first couple times can be awkward, so You got 30 seconds. You guys are doing great so far. Shake it out if you need to. Roll the wrists. Fingers loose. 10 seconds. Breathe in. Breathe out. There's 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. And when I go fairly fast, I let my arms start to pump more. I know I might be able to go a little faster, but my arms, when I start to speed walk, start to pump a little bit more. Don't forget about that arm swing. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. You got a minute. 2 more rounds left. Okay? You're doing awesome. And if you're starting to hit your limit, you don't have to do the speed pickups with us. Just walk with us at your pace that you can handle, okay? So we want to meet you where you are. Meet yourself where you are. We don't want injury. We don't need to overdo it the first time. It's good to kind of be more cautious than not the first time, and then see how you feel over the next couple days. Okay, 10 seconds. 3, 2, pick it up. Good. Focus on the breath. One foot over the other. You got this. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Guys, you're almost there. One more. And I lied. We might be over 20 minutes by a little bit. So I said 20 to 25. So we'll be around there. That was great. One more increase, okay? So, I know I said, but just assess where you are, how you're feeling. If you're feeling like you're at the right spot, continue as is. If you feel like this last one, you can go up even by 0.1. I want you to try, okay? Only if it's safe to do, only if you feel like you can do it. You got 10 seconds. Let's finish strong. You got this. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. Last one. Good job. Keep it up. 10 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it way down. Your nice and easy pace. About 1 or 2 out of 10. Starting to let the heart rate calm down. 2 minutes and you're done. Okay. Start to take some deeper breaths if you can. You guys did awesome. That's a lot of different technique, different focuses. Have to have a lot of awareness, ability to switch from thing to thing. So that was really, really good. Grab some water if you need to. I always say the hardest part is showing up. So no matter how you did, if you did the whole video with us or not, You eventually will, I bet. Showing up and trying is the hardest part. So bravo. Nice, easy breath, easy pace. You can go a little over a minute just to keep cooling down. And if you have a couple stretches at the end you'd like to do, you can do those. Or a little cool down. If you want to continue longer on the treadmill, feel free. But we'll end together about 40 seconds. And if it's hard to remember the speeds that you were doing, you can always have like a little notebook nearby and at the end jot them down so you can progress over time and know where you started from. It's always nice to see progress that way. You can do that with the incline and the speed and then how long you went. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. You can hold on if you need to. Usually the stop button will take you down nice and easy. Okay, or you can slowly press the down button on the speed. So feet apart. We're just going to take a big breath in together to end. Inhale, lift up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, shake it out. Feel free again to do any cool down or stretches that you like. Great job. Let me know how you did. Any questions, let me know. And then thank you guys, as always, for joining. Bye.